Hey everybody, this is Tambio and I'm back with another Transformers video review. And this time I have Botcon 2015 souvenir set, and actually this is the review for the second figure, which is Oilmaster. So let me go ahead and get this open. If you did want to check out the box, check out the Megatron's video. I do have a video of the full box and everything that's on it, and what's actually inside of it. So if you're really wanting to know about that, then go ahead and check out that video. So I'm going to go ahead and get Oilmaster here out. And I got to get his weapons. Alright, so here's Oilmaster. And I have to admit that I'm really digging this figure. He is actually an unreleased prototype of a double Pretender, so he's actually only a shell. He does not transform or anything. He does have some articulation to him, so I'll show you that real quickly. But before I show you that, let me go ahead and show off his instructions, and then here is his read up or his data card. So you have his technical data, and his speed actually has a various. So he does have a 10 of skill, or 10 for skill, and then here's his bio right here. So let's go ahead and alright, you can go ahead and pause that and read that at your own leisure. He does come with a couple of weapons. His weapons apparently are from the ConstructBot set, so I haven't bought any of those, so I don't really know. But he does come with like a little sword and a gun, and you can have him hold those, or if you come back here, he can actually store them on his little backpack back here. Maybe like that, yeah. I don't know, this fits fine going down. It's that one mainly that was going up, having an issue. So you can store those on his back, or you can actually take and have him hold them. And like I was saying before, I don't remember if I finished my my thought, but basically he's based off of an unreleased prototype of a double Pretender. So the only part that's original on him is the actual Pretender shell. The figures on the inside of him are actually redecos or repaints of Swerve and Flanker. So you have those two inside of them, and they fit in there pretty well once you learn how to actually get Swerve in there, because you kind of have to mistransform him while he's in his vehicle mode to get him in there. So for his articulation, he does have basic articulation. Basically, you can turn the head like left and right, and then you can move the arms up and down, and that's about it. You have nothing on the legs, and the figure itself is, the middle portion is a hard like regular plastic, like all normal Transformers are, but the head and arms and legs are actually a soft plastic, kind of like the Ninja Turtles were, like with the heads. If you remember back then, they had the soft heads where they were a little squishy. You can actually kind of squish this in, and it's actually soft. So you can, I don't know if you can see me doing that, but you can actually, bend and stuff like that a little bit. And I must admit, the paint is very nice on here. They did put some good detailing in this. So let me take these weapons off real quick, and then the way to get to the Pretenders is you just have his backpack back here, and you flip this up, and you have the two figures inside here. And I don't know if they've actually been named or not. I couldn't find any names on these guys. I don't know if they're all Oilmaster or what, or if they named them something different, but I couldn't find the names on the bio, and then I couldn't find the names anywhere else. So I'm not really sure what to call this guy. But you see how the Swerve figure, he's a little mistransformed in there. You actually have to raise the hood up, and then you take this, put it in like this, and then he locks into place really well. The only issue is that I have with this one, he wants to kind of, because you take this tab and then you tab it into this hole right here in the back, and he kind of wants to fall out. It doesn't really stick very well. It feels like it goes in there okay, but then when you close it and you kind of go like this a little bit, he comes undone. See, Swerve fits in there really well, and apparently they all work individually of each other. So you can have all three of them out at once, and they can all attack each other, or not attack each other, but attack like the same target. And that's pretty much why he's so powerful, is because he's kind of 3 in 1. So I don't, but here, see, I transformed the airplane right here, and he's in his little bot mode right here. And then Swerve, all you basically have to do is just, you flip these legs out, and you just have really nice. Let me go ahead and show off his. Properly transform him into his car mode, because he has really nice paint apps on the side right here. You can look at that, and it's really nice. It doesn't look like they forgot to paint anything except for maybe these tail lights right here, but that's about it. Hasbro is notorious about not painting tail lights or headlights sometimes. So you want to take this, and I'll just pop this up for right now, and then you want to take this and flip it like this, and then take and rotate this down like that, and then you just take this and go like that, and then you take this right here, and this actually folds into here. So here you have this figure, and it's actually the same head. Everything is there's nothing remolded on it, so it's exactly the same as he was with Swerve. So you got that, and then you can actually take this guy and you can transform him into the gun also. So you just have to flip down this. It gets a little stuck in here, so you flip that down like that, and this wing likes to pop off a lot. So what you want to do is you have to take this and kind of go like that, and then this is going to come like that, and you see how that's starting to go? It's going to kind of accordion around like this, and then you're going to take and notch it into this part, into where the thruster was for the jet. So you bring this up, leave this like this, and then you have the gun. So you can have him hold the gun like that. It doesn't really. I think you might be able to have Oilmaster hold him, but his thumb's kind of in the way. So he still has that gimmick with him. So they didn't take any functionality out of it. I don't know if they're actually supposed to go like that, but never said that he was a pretender weapon master. So. Out of all the figures in the set, as of right now, this one is actually my favorite, just because it feels like an old Transformer. It doesn't feel like something new. The Oilmaster shell is very, very nostalgic for an old toy, or like an old toy where they didn't make them overcomplicated. They didn't give them a lot of articulation. They didn't give them elbow joints, things that weren't on the originals, where they were just shells that popped apart and a figure came out of them. And they stayed very true to the original. There are pictures of the original, because they did show them off at one of the Botcons. I don't remember what year it was. It's really easy to find. You can look it up, and the information's everywhere. Hopefully, they did show a picture of a octopus one, so maybe Hopefully at some point they'll also release him. I don't know, but maybe if this goes off really well, which I think it has, I think it's been very much welcomed and gotten some good feedback. So hopefully they'll make that next one at some point, maybe Botcon next year. So that would be pretty cool. So articulation for these figures are pretty normal for them. They have the head for Swerve is I don't think it's maybe a ball joint. I'm not really sure. I think it's just a pivot. So it just goes up and down. I don't even think it turns. No, it doesn't even turn. It's just a hinge. So the arm has a ball joint right here, so you can go forward and back. You mainly go up because there's a something right here where you can make it go up, but it doesn't really look good like that. You kind of have to keep this closed. Then you have a ball joint for the elbow, so you can twist it and bend it and such. You come down here. There's no hip there's no waist swivel, but there is hip. So you forward, back, out to the side. Then you come here. You can bend the knee. There's no twist on it, and that's about it for him. This little guy right here, hardly any. Basically, just his arms. They go forward and they don't really go back. They get hindered. So, but his paint job is half decent. I do like the blue for his face. That's nice. So this guy they did pretty good on. I think. Like I said before, this is, as of right now, this is my favorite from the box set. So with that, I'll go ahead and conclude this review of Oilmaster. Don't forget to check out my other Botcon reviews. Subscribe, follow me on Twitter. This has been Tambiota, and I'll see you guys next time.